Well, there we go. I'm back under my tree. Just had me attempt at running a fast park run halfway through my speed block. It's about 8 weeks in. Taking out that week of holiday I've had. And if you want to know how it went, here it is now. Greetings folks, welcome to the channel. Willie H, still in the race, and it's finally here. My first attempt at a faster park run. We're halfway through my speed training block at the moment, so this is my first attempt at running a faster park run. Those of you that saw the initial stick in the sand video will know I ran just over 26 and a half minutes. Which I was quite pleased with, but not where I wanted to be, considering I am an older runner. So I'm out on my warm-up now. I'm on the way to Riverside Parkrun at Chester Street again. So as I say, a little over 26 and a half minutes last time. I put it on the screen what it actually was, and I said my target was going to be 23 and a half minutes by the end of the speed block. Would be an impressive 3 minutes improvement, considering I was already quite a fit person doing ultras and all that, but very little short distance speed work. My Garmin now shows 24 and a half minutes, so it thinks I've improved by over 2.5 minutes in that last attempt. So let's hope it's right and we can make that 2 minutes improvement. As I say, I've done the training as much as I can. Life getting in the way at the moment. For a lightweight pair of shoes this time, Saucony Convaros. I've ran them in a few times, but they've only got about 80k on. And I'm not bothering with a backpack, but I am carrying water, because I like to carry water. So there we have where we stand. 26 and a half minutes, just slower than last time. Target of 23 and a half minutes. And the Garmin have a little faster than 24 and a half minute prediction. So I'm just going to finish this, warm up, and get to the start of the park run. Catch us in a minute. Right, coming to the end of the warm up now. As I was saying before, I've given myself every chance I can, everything that's in my control. I've nailed as much as the trainer could, getting me sessions done, treadmill intervals, sub thresholds, strategic choice of shoes. I've set my strategy up on my watch to keep us under control so I don't go off too fast, I hope. I've also lost weight since last time, since the first video. I've lost nearly a stone, or probably 10 pounds since the last parkrun attempt. So yeah, I've done what I can. Even had a good breakfast this morning, banana omelette. Don't mock it till you've tried it. But yeah, banana omelette this morning, a bottle of Lucozade. Make sure my glycogen is topped up. Well, there we go. I'm going to head over to the start, do a few activation drills and get ready. Catch us at the start. Start now. Don't know if there's going to be as many here as normal. It's hard to tell because it's a Great North Run tomorrow. So we could have loads because there's people doing the Great North Run tomorrow and they're doing a bit of parkrun tourists. Or we could have less because people are doing the Great North Run tomorrow. We'll shop, find out. Just heading up towards the start. Right, here we are, ready for the off. Good turnout again, about 450 people or so, and we're off. I'm starting on the grass on the left hand side of the path here because there's so many people. I just wanted to give myself some space and easing in, bringing me pace up. There we go, 8 minutes per kilometre. I'm on the path now and there's a little bit of space. 7 minutes per kilometre. Your heart rate's starting to rise as well. 6 minutes a kilometre. Starting to get towards my parkrun target pace. Up to 5 minutes a kilometre, and I'll just speed the video up a bit here because you don't want to sit through a whole parkrun. So there we go, my heart rate at 143, my pace roughly where I want to be. There's an optional route here, and I've took the upper route, which most runners do, but you can go through a little bit of a garden there. So there's my pace at 4:36, which is faster. That's why I'm looking at my watch. I've realised I'm going faster than I intended. And I didn't want to go off too fast, famous last words. But there's only the first kilometre I'm actually running by pace. From kilometre 2 onwards, my watch won't display anything about pace. It'll only display my heart rate. It won't even tell me my lap splits as I go on. So we're dropping down here, nearly up to 500 metres, and for the first time we're on the top path above, going up the river. Going up the river? It's not, it's going down the river here. So there we go, 500 metres. Just pushing along this place. My heart rate's settling where I want it to be as well. Getting into the low 150s. My aim was to average the heart around 154 for the race. There's quite a few people passing us here, but I'm not panicking. I can get overly competitive sometimes and try to keep up with people, but I knew I would just go pop if I did that. As I say, I'm running at 154 heart rate, and for me that's a lot. My max is about 168, so this is upper zone 4, lower zone 5. I'm looking to run this. This is a little bit of a downhill. We're just dropping down onto the Riverside properly. I see a downhill. Riverside Parkrun is very flat, folks. So it's a nice fast course. It would be if it wasn't for so many corners. There we go, around this bottom corner and onto the Riverside proper. We're heading up the river now. Pace still sitting faster than what I expected for this first kilometre. Sitting there at 4:33, 4:35. Just trying to stay within myself. And coming up to the first kilometre, and my heart rate's exactly where I want it to be, low 150s. And there's the first kilometre in 4 minutes 35. That's about 7 seconds faster than I was hoping, and that what I was hoping was 7 seconds faster than what I thought I would be capable of. So I need to bear that in mind. I just need to keep within myself and get round this parkrun. So yeah, just focusing on my own run and not those around us. Up the river section. It was a really nice day. It was perfect conditions for running. There was no wind, it wasn't too hot, it was overcast. We go, heart rates at mid 150s. I may be a little bit high there. But we're coming to the first little climb. It's the only little climb actually on each lap, a little sandy climb, the only obstacle on the course, although it isn't much of an obstacle. So there's a heart rate 157, 158. That was a little bit high. I needed to get under control after that climb. So not a third of the way around yet. So it's around this corner and to head back towards the start.
Well done.
Great marshal there on that corner. He's always very vocal in his support. There we go. That would be the finishing chute just there on the right side of that marshal on the third lap, but we're just going out onto our second lap. So here we go. Right, push on. Round and back towards where we started. Heart rate a little bit high. I'm at about 156 there, trying to get it back under control as we start the second lap. My pace is not what I would expect it to be, but as I say, I wasn't focused on pace, I was focused on heart rate. We're sitting at 153, just faster than 5 minutes per kilometre.
Cheers.
So hopefully that'll settle out a little bit. There we go, heart rate's dropped and the pace is quickened, so that's quite good. Yeah, you can hear me watch telling us my heart rate's in range, it's happy. So heading across the top of the park here. If you haven't done, as I say, if you haven't done Riverside Parkrun in Cheshire, come and give it a go. It's a really nice parkrun, it's flat, and there's always a good turnout. Here we go, coming up to the two ladies in the optional route here. Again, I'm going to take the top route as I approach the 2 kilometre mark.
Cheers.
And there we go, 2nd kilometre in 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Heart rate sitting at 155, 156. So I just need to make sure I keep that under control. And there's my pace at about 4:47, which is not bad. Heading back down towards the top path on the river. Going around this corner. As a big lad, sometimes I've got to be careful on these corners that I don't go sliding off onto my backside. But there we are. Safely round and back along the top path on the river. Let's go along here. My heart rate's back down to the low 150s. I'd like it to be about 154, so it's a little bit too low. But my pace is looking quite good for the heart rate there, for me. See, we're all individuals, we're all different. Round again.
Cheers.
Past the marshal and down the little decline to the lower Riverside path. The heart rate there 155 in the mid 150s again as we reach the halfway point, roughly. There we go, back on the river, up the river again. It's the river way here, just for those that weren't aware. Take this time, if you haven't already, it'd be nice if you could like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it does help the channel. So go on, click on those little buttons, like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up. So we're in here, there's my heart rate sitting at 154, but my pace has dropped a little again, 450. Ebbs and flows. Just as we pass the tail walkers, doing a marvellous job there. As I say, my heart rate low 150s again. I will put my heart rate trace up just there so you can see what it looked like across the whole race, the whole park run. Squeeze past a couple of dog walkers. And look at this. This really cheered us up. A few people in fancy dress.
Marvellous.
Just as I approach the 3 kilometre mark. And the second time up the little climb. 3rd kilometre in 4 minutes 42. That's my heart rate getting 160. That's a little bit too high here. Get up the path, 161. You see I'm creeping up. That's massively in zone 5 for me, up as well in zone 5. So say my maximum heart rate is only about 168.
Cheers.
I'm past the cheerful marshal again. Just trying to get myself heart rate to settle down a little bit. I'm a little bit too quick as I pass these walkers here.
Not worth putting your trainers on for 15 minutes.
See, park runs for everybody. Fast runners, slow runners, old runners, walkers, dog walkers.
A little bit high on the heart rate. Ease off a little bit. Going into the 3rd lap.
So yeah, get out there, get yourself in the race. Just going to head round the corner and start our third lap in a moment. Trying to get my heart rate under control. I'll just let my pace drop. Or, as I say, I wasn't paying attention to pace, but it has dropped because I'm trying to get my heart rate down. So a little bit slower than 5 minutes per kilometre.
Good.
So we'll head around the top of the park for the last time, folks. Heart rate mid 150s there. I'm at 5 minutes per kilometre. Steady does it. I've still got 1.5 kilometres to go, and this is hurting at this point. 3.5 kilometres into a 5k when you're giving it your all can hurt, folks. So there we are. A little bit of glitch in the software. It must round somehow. So sometimes it says 5 minutes and sometimes it says 4 minutes 60. So I must be just below, a fraction below the 5 minute mark there, and it's rounded it to 4 minutes 60, which I find quite amusing. Past the marshals once more along the top road. Steady away, and someone with a 500 shirt there. Now look, I see those older folks who can still get out there. So a lady with a dog and a gentleman that's just past us. I'm giving it all, and they'll make it look oh so easy. I don't think, no matter how fast you are, you'll always get passed by someone that makes it look easy. Round onto the Riverside again for the final time. I'm getting close to 4 kilometres, but I've just got to show you this. Watch this guy in the orange. This guy is in his 80s. And watch this shirt. It's a custom done 600 parkrun shirt. In his 80s, guys. That guy is amazing. Definitely still in the race. And there was us going past the 4 kilometre mark, and that kilometre was done in 4:55. Into the last kilometre, and it is really hurting now. Heart rate in the mid 150s. You say alright to Peter, who I knew from the running club I used to be a member of. And push on again around the bottom end of the route. A little decline, trying to get a little bit of respite, but when I'm at 157 heart rate, that decline doesn't give us much respite. Along the Riverside, as I say, slow runners, family runners, walkers. Parkrun is for everybody, not just the fast runners. It's great, the range of people you see at Parkrun. You see plenty of dogs, that's always good. Heart rate, getting into the higher 150s now. As I'm starting to push on, I can smell the finish almost here. Sometimes 500 metres seems so close and sometimes it seems so far, but here we go. 500 metres left. Heart rate at 157. A little bit early for me to push on when I'm giving it me all. I literally am leaving it all out there on this race. So I haven't got much leeway to push on, so I want to save it for the final bit. It says my heart rate 158 to 159. 400, less than 400 metres to go. And just coming up to the little incline for the final time. as I crest the top of this little sandy incline. That leaves us with 250 meters to go. Heart rate at 160. I'm really suffering now. 200 meters to go and it feels like it's forever. Let's get round this bottom corner for a final time. Yeah, it's my final time, so I get to take the right lane now. The right hand side of the path. I'm going to turn in towards the finishing chute.
Finish you three. Nice battle there. Go on, well done.
He talks about a battle between us three, but literally I'm on my limit there. 165 heart rate. I say me max is 168, 169. I'm giving it all. I'm trying to accelerate into the finish. Just every second counts. After all, I don't know how fast I've been running, and I know I'm going for a park run PB. 164, 165 heart rate. Coming to the finish line, and the final kilometre in 4 minutes 51. There we go, folks. That was my park run.
Thank you very much. Really enjoyed that.
I'm pleased you enjoyed.
So I hope you enjoyed that. So I'll give it me all. As you could see, I think I nailed the average 154 beats per minute heart rate. I'll go into another video what the strategy I had with me watching the pacing and all that. But last time I did 26:35, so I was definitely better than that. My Garmin predicted 24:25, but the question is, did I beat my Garmin? Because I didn't last time. So my actual time was 23 minutes and 50 seconds. I nailed it. I'm halfway through my speed block. It shows what structured training and controlling your weight can do for you, even as an older runner. I've got one more park run left to do at the end of this speed block to see if I can improve again. So let's see how that goes. I'm shattered. I'm going to do some strides and a cool down jog back to the car. So probably get 2 or 3 kilometers in just to loosen off. And I may enjoy a pint this afternoon to celebrate. So there we go. Even as an older athlete, even as you're already fit, you can still get out there, be in the race and improve yourself. Now time for my warm down, and I'll catch us later, folks. Laters.